Peter restored. 1. Why did Jesus have to say, if you love me, do you love me? Feed my sheep. 3 times. To restore Peter into feeling right. 2. How did this restore Peter? Peter had denied Christ 3 times, so Peter had to share that he loved Christ 3 times. 3. Had Christ already forgiven Peter for this? He'd forgiven him at the cross. So yes, he had. So why did Jesus ask Peter? At the cross, Jesus forgave and paid the price for all sin once and for all. And to obtain this forgiveness, we have to accept it. He never turns from us, we turn from him. So that's why Jesus asked Peter. Jesus holds nothing against us. And if that is true, well, that's easy, what we do. Jesus stands there, open arm, waiting for us to come to him. Peter had to forgive himself for what he had said and denying Christ. That's why there were 3 questions. Now, I have a small story. A couple have a daughter. And as she grew up, there was a little ritual that her and her father did on her birthday, and that was she put her feet on her dad's feet and they danced. And one year she ran away from home, breaking her parents' hearts, and her father never stopped looking for her. Years went by. The father searched and searched, never finding. Then one day he heard the name of his daughter being said out of a nightclub. Not just any club, it was an exotic dancing club. The dad ran in and saw his daughter was there, went up to her, asked her why she hadn't contacted him. She had been embarrassed, thinking her father would have been embarrassed and ashamed of her. Her dad gave her a hug and said, "Come home. We're not embarrassed or ashamed of you. Come home." And she wouldn't. He said the door would always be open for her, and reminded her of the ritual that they had. The following week, the bell rang at the man's house. He opened the door. It was his daughter. It wasn't her birthday, but the man opened the door to her, told her to come in. She put her feet on his. He wrapped his arms around her and they danced. That is how God is with us. We're the ones who put barriers up for the Father's love. We need to learn to forgive ourselves. Jesus has paid the price and we are forgiven. Jesus is standing waiting for us to run into his arms. The feed my sheep is simple. We're to teach what we learn and what we understand. Peter had to teach forgiveness and that love and how to forgive yourself and love each other. In conclusion, you're forgiven by the grace in Christ Jesus, and we need to forgive ourselves to be effective Christians and teach what we know.